One of the things that I'm looking forward to, because there's a challenge which has also been pointed to, because we want to move into a cash-light society, which means we want the merchants to be receiving payments in non-cash instruments, right? That is what we want. We want to move away from this heavy dependence on cash. But so far, what we have seen with the mobile money transactions is, okay, you send somebody mobile money, they'll go to the agent and cash it out, and then take it and go and spend, right? So you've only just given a little longer space for the cash transaction to take place. But what we want actually is for the mobile money in that phone to be used to pay for goods and services. Your wachi, your cocoa, or whatever, trotro, all of these goods and services, you should use your mobile money to pay for them. And that is the only time we will now be moving away from that dependence on cash. And this is why I'm excited about what we are about to launch in 2 weeks' time, the universal QR code. And this is what will get us there, and the universal QR code, as I said, will allow us to use our mobile phones, whether it's a YAM phone or a smartphone, to make payments, right? And you basically make payments, and the seller will receive instantly what you have paid. So people don't have to really keep lots of cash with them in the Makola or whatever. Any seller, whether you are a granite seller or wachi seller or in Melcom or wherever, you can have your own QR code and you can receive payments. And so this may be a good vehicle. This would be a very good vehicle to allow us to move towards a cash-light society. So you take your Momo or whatever and pay, and it becomes very, very. Over the weekend, I was at a funeral. And I saw, of course, at these days, funerals, you have to have a bank sit there and collect the money, right? So the bank was sitting there, and I was like, I think very soon we should have the QR code printed on the funeral brochures, and you can just scan and pay your donation. Simple, and they will announce it, right? Rather than go and be having all these collections and all, just put the QR code. Someone will just use their Momo and put their name and pay. And then you are announced, we have received this from Mr. Ken Ashibe, 500 Ghana cedis. And then we move on, right? So you can simplify. The trotro, you come in, a lot of the people may not even account well to the master when at the end of the day, right? But if there's a QR code, you just use and pay your trotro fare. It's very simple. No quarrels about changes. So we need to now move in that direction where we are using this mobile technology to actually effectively make Ghana a cash-light society at the merchant level. I think this is where we are going. And Ghana is, of course, when we launch it in 2 weeks' time, we will be the first country in Africa to have a universal QR code. First country. And so it's interoperability at the QR code level. QR codes are here, but they are not interoperable. And we are bringing in together the standards that will make it interoperable, so that whether you are using Airtel or Tigo or Vodafone or MTN, it's still going to be interoperable. That's what we are asking. So we are asking for cooperation for everybody to make it a success. It will be very, very good for Ghana, and we will be joining an elite. Singapore only launched their universal QR code last year. Just last year, Singapore did theirs, and we are coming in this year to do ours. But it will change everything. It will really wrap a hard wire around all these reforms we are making in the payment system, so that you don't necessarily have to go and cash out everything you receive. You can spend it on your mobile phone for any seller.